Wrestling Warriors, welcome back to Suplex Saga, the channel where we break down the wildest, most adrenaline-pumping stories unfolding in the ever-unpredictable world of WWE. I'm your host, and today we're diving headfirst into a seismic development that has the entire wrestling universe buzzing, speculating, and quite frankly, losing its collective mind. What we're about to unpack isn't just another rumor, it's a thunderous shockwave echoing across WWE programming, locker rooms, and fan forums alike. Roman Reigns, the undisputed tribal chief, the once untouchable ruler of SmackDown, is reportedly making his long-anticipated return at SummerSlam 2025. But he's not coming back solo. Oh no! This is something bigger. More dangerous. More calculated. This is a return forged in silence, revenge, and legacy. Sources now indicate that Reigns won't just be walking into MetLife Stadium on August 2nd or 3rd to claim vengeance. He'll be flanked by two rising juggernauts from the Anoa'i dynasty, Jacob Fatu and Zilla Fatu, in what many are calling the rebirth of the Shield, only darker, meaner, and entirely reimagined for this new era. That's right. We're talking about a dream alliance that has fans and insiders alike on the edge of their seats, breathlessly waiting to see what chaos will be unleashed when Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, and Zilla Fatu unite under one banner. Now imagine it. The lights dim. The crowd at MetLife roars with anticipation. 80,000 fans packed in, not a single one sitting still. Seth Rollins, backed by Paul Heyman and the twin wrecking balls of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, has just finished gloating. They believe they own this ring, this night, this company. Then suddenly, everything changes. That unmistakable heartbeat drum hits. The Shield's theme pulses through the stadium. The crowd erupts like a volcano. Roman Reigns emerges, draped in tactical gear, the cold glare of war in his eyes. But he's not alone. On his left, Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, snarling with barely contained rage. On his right, Zilla Fatu, son of the late Umaga, towering and motionless like a wrecking machine ready to be unleashed. Together, they step through the smoke. Together, they are a reckoning. And in that moment, the WWE Universe understands, this isn't nostalgia. This isn't homage. This is a statement of domination. This is war. And the battlefield is SummerSlam. Let's talk about these two new soldiers by Roman's side. Jacob Fatu is no stranger to chaos. With an MLW World Heavyweight title reign that lasted over 800 days, he's a force of athletic fury. A man who defies gravity with moonsaults and crushes skulls with headbutts. He's fierce, unpredictable, and carries the kind of menace that can't be taught, it's inherited. Zilla Fatu, meanwhile, brings his father Umaga's raw presence to the modern stage. Over 300 pounds of devastation, Zilla has a quiet fire behind his eyes. He doesn't bark, he strikes. And when he does, you stay down. Together, Jacob and Zilla represent the next evolution of the bloodline legacy, one bound not by obedience, but by loyalty, vengeance, and tribal instinct. Roman isn't just reclaiming the throne. He's rebuilding it in his image. Bigger. Smarter. Ruthless. But why now? Why SummerSlam? Because everything about this timing is strategic. SummerSlam 2025 is WWE's biggest event of the summer, and for the first time in history, it spans two epic nights. With the road to Survivor Series and WrestleMania 42 looming, there's no better platform to send a message to the entire WWE locker room. Roman has been silent since his catastrophic fall at WrestleMania 41, where betrayal from Paul Heyman and a humiliating beatdown from Rollins and Breaker left him dethroned. That silence was never surrender. It was preparation. Reigns has been watching, waiting, and crafting his comeback not as a lone wolf but as a general returning to battle with his own army. And now, with Jacob and Zilla by his side, he's ready to burn the empire that turned its back on him. So what happens next? Let's play out some scenarios. The obvious showdown is Roman's new Shield against Rollins, Breaker, and Reed. A six-man war that would tear the ring apart and headline Night 2 of SummerSlam without question. But what if Rollins cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase before SummerSlam and walks into MetLife as world champion? That could set up a title clash where Roman isn't just seeking payback, he's coming to take everything. And let's not ignore Gunther. If Reigns wants to target true dominance, a dream match against the ring general for the World Heavyweight Championship is not off the table. Then there's the elephant in the room, Solo Sikoa. Since Reigns' disappearance, Solo has claimed the title of Tribal Chief and rebuilt the bloodline with monsters like Hikuleo, Tama Tonga, and Jeff Cobb. If Roman returns, he's not just challenging Rollins. He's challenging Solo's claim to leadership. That opens the door for a potential bloodline civil war, with Roman, Jacob, and Zilla on one side, and Solo's crew on the other. A full-scale tribal battle that could stretch from SummerSlam all the way to WrestleMania. And let's not forget what this new Shield symbolizes. The original Shield, Reigns, Rollins, Ambrose, was about unity, disruption, and control. This new incarnation goes deeper. It's about family legacy, vengeance, and generational dominance. Jacob Fatu's chaos, Zilla Fatu's power, and Roman Reigns' vision combine into something terrifyingly efficient. A unit that could dismantle every top faction in WWE. But of course, this alliance brings questions. Will Jacob and Zilla follow Reigns without question, or are we planting seeds for betrayal? Could Zilla eventually grow restless under Roman's shadow? Could Jacob's wild nature clash with Roman's calculated strategy? Or will they remain an unbreakable unit, crushing everything in their path? Online, fans are fired up. The hashtags #RomanReturns, #NewShield, and #JacobFatu are trending across platforms. One fan wrote, "This is the greatest thing WWE has done in a decade. Reigns and the Fatus. Let's go." Another chimed in, "Forget the old Shield. This version is better, stronger, more dangerous." But skepticism lingers. Some question whether this is just recycled nostalgia. Others fear WWE may fumble the execution. But that's the beauty of this moment. It's unpredictable, raw, and soaked in potential. Wrestling warriors, what we're witnessing here is more than just a comeback. It's a revolution. Roman Reigns isn't returning to reclaim a title. He's returning to reset the power structure. Jacob Fatu and Zilla Fatu aren't just muscle. They're heirs. Together, they are the new Shield, a force forged in legacy, sharpened by betrayal, and ready to reignite the fire WWE hasn't seen since the glory days of dominance. So buckle up. The road to SummerSlam is lit with warning flares. The tribal chief is coming back. And he's not coming alone. Drop your theories, reactions, and fantasy bookings in the comments below. Smash that like button, subscribe to Suplex Saga, and ring the bell because we'll be covering every shocking twist leading to this epic collision. This isn't the end. This is the beginning of something nuclear. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what comes next. Wrestling warriors, welcome back to Suplex Saga, your ultimate destination for all things electrifying, jaw-dropping, and utterly explosive from the world of professional wrestling. I'm your host, and today we're not just recapping a rumor, we're diving into a full-scale WWE phenomenon that is set to wreak havoc.